Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA Rookie Showcase, where we will see the top prospects competing for a top spot in the upcoming NBA Draft. This is Kevin Harlan alongside my friend Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg.
And Kevin, you know, this is a game I always look forward to. I mean, there's excitement and anticipation. There's such a great concentration of young talent. This really begins the process for these young men of kind of measuring themselves against the best players in the world. So I'm looking forward to it.
And keep in mind, guys, you know, scouts and GMs have watched these players all season long. So this game is very important, but it's really just one more piece of the puzzle.
And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. Hey, guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Bennett?
You know, with Bennett out of UNLV, you love his great hands for a big guy. Can really catch and finish at the rim. You start talking about his strength, his ability to absorb contact. I like his game.
Steve, the point you make about the hands is really a good one. Great hands are not teachable. Good hands become better. Average hands can maybe move to good, but great hands are a gift. When you've got his size and athleticism and those mitts, you've got a lot to work with.
Well, guys, how about the anticipation for this year's Rookie Showcase? When you look in the stands, the celebrities, the stars, they're everywhere. You got press, scouts, GMs, and then you add in the players and the fans. I mean, the buildup and the excitement for this exact game, where so much is riding on the performance of these young and talented players. I've been looking forward to this for a while.
Me too, Steve. You can really feel the buzz in the air. I mean, people have been talking about the players and what's to come of the upcoming draft, and there's an awful lot to be excited about this time of year.
And, you know, when you look back to last year, guys, we got to see Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal. And you're talking about some elite talent that entered the NBA for the 2012-13 season in last year's showcase.
You're talking about guys that really entered the league with a bang. I mean, you got to add in Jared Sullinger to the list because he was productive, but also he and I share the same college matriculation, the Ohio State University. And what a great rookie year we saw from Dion Waiters.
Michael Carter-Williams, a 6'6" point guard out of Syracuse, very athletic, able to get into the lane and finish inside. Just has to improve his jump shot. That was his shortcoming at the collegiate level. How about that play? Great body control, still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
And back to Carter-Williams, a sophomore last season at Syracuse, but he's actually 2 years older than most in his class. He'll be 22, Clark, by the time the NBA season starts.
And, you know, that's something the GMs will definitely take into account. It's not just how good of a player you were in college, but also how good were you for your age. I think sometimes GMs get a little too carried away with that. Can a guy play? Age shouldn't be a factor.
And that one's good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
And McLemore kicks to Carter-Williams. A finger roll finish at the bucket.
And it's great to see all the best and the brightest young prospects in one place going at it 5-on-5.
Yeah, there's only so much you can really gather from shooting drills and running through cones. Nothing beats the real thing, that's for sure.
Now here's Porter. Johnson can't get it to go.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
McLemore, the pass to Carter-Williams. Pass to McLemore. 6 on the shot clock. A fadeaway. That's good. McLemore's got his first points in this one.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Oladipo dishes to Johnson. He kicks it to Zeller. Puts it up from 17. And the pass to Porter. And he uses the glass on the layup. The Stars trailing. And McLemore kicks to Carter-Williams. He passes to McLemore. Shot clock at 6. That one wide left. The Elites with the ball. Pass to Porter. Back to Johnson. He feeds it to Oladipo. Johnson sets the screen for Oladipo. Passes to Noel. Kicks it to Porter. 16 feet away. Rebound by the Stars.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Carter Williams kicks to left. Puts up the baby hook. And that one hits back iron. The Elites leading. Oladipo with the ball. Now defended by Carter Williams. Johnson kicks to Noel. There's the dish to Johnson. Feeds it to Porter. And there's the call on the Magician. That is his first foul.
And you know, by the way, guys, I love the fact that this game is being held right here in New York. Talk about being the center of the media universe.
Well, Steve, I even saw some cameras flashing before the game taking pictures of you, my friend. You reach celebrity rock star status even in your understated way, man. Unbelievable. And really, New York is the mecca for all things big. We know that. And the way the NBA has grown in popularity over the last few years and decades, no shortage of opportunities to get to learn about the league and what all of the teams are doing to try to up their chances for success in the upcoming season.
On the floor for the Stars. McLemore is out there with Carter Williams. Then there's Muhammad. Then there's Lamb. And it's Bennett at the power forward.
I love the well-rounded skill set for Otto Porter. He's a small forward, but he can really do it all. He can pass, handle, shoot, and I think he's got a lot of potential defensively to get better.
Well, you know what, Steve? I said it when he was at Georgetown. Otto would be drafted in the lotto, and he's nice. 7'1" wingspan, as you said. Believe me, he makes that length a factor. And what I like most about him, he really understands how to play without the ball. Extremely efficient in what he does offensively.
And stolen by Noel. Caldwell Pope passes to Porter. Boom, he chips it straight down.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
And it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
That could give them a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
Now here's McLemore. After the miss from Johnson. Muhammad dishes to Carter Williams. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And the dunk by Len. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence is almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
And playing in front of all these scouts, there's some pressure to that.
But for most of these players, they're accustomed to the spotlight. I mean, they've been doing this for much of their young lives.
Well, you've got a lot.
1:56 left in the first half. McLemore. Johnson with the block. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
18 seconds.
1:51 left to play in the first half. Bennett kicks to McLemore. Carter Williams. To the middle. He dishes it to McLemore. 4 on the shot clock.
Plenty of pressure in a game like this to impress. He hasn't.
Now the pressure might be getting to him, but everybody's in the same boat here.
Burke, the pass to Johnson. To the inside. Olynyk can't hit. The Stars trail by 6. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Beautiful passes he's making to set up his teammates out there.
And that's something he'll definitely bring to the table for whichever team drafts him. His ability to make plays for other people.
Catching up now on the changes for the elites. Noel's checked in for Olynyk, and Zeller in for Gobert. Now here's Burke. Not a lot of room. Johnson's shot is off.
Boy, he's really been active on the glass.
And a nice bonus from him. I mean, if he can rebound like this in the NBA, he'll make a team very happy.
Now here's Carter Williams. He has 7, and that one's good.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
Oladipo dishes to Johnson. Now the feed to Zeller. Count that one. Zeller's got 4 this quarter.
You know, when you talk about size and explosiveness, this guy's definitely got the goods.
And that's part of why he's so highly regarded. I mean, he can make plays that other people simply can't.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Carter Williams kicks to left. The 11-footer. Zeller grabs the board. Johnson with it. Dishes to Oladipo. Lots of room. And he hits the jump shot. And it's a 6-point elite lead. And that does it for the first half of play. The elites on top. And now we return to one of the highlights of the entire year. The Rookie Showcase, brought to you by Champs. And plenty of scouts and GMs still in attendance for the second half.
Well, an exciting first half of basketball now in the books.
Yeah, they're really putting on a show and rising to the occasion so far.
Johnson in at point guard. Cody Zeller out there at quarter. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Noel in at the 5 down low. That's the group in the game right now for the elites.
You know, one of the things I noticed this year on my way into the big event here is all the glitz and the glamour. I mean, the arena's decked out. You got vendors outside, the limousines with all the celebrities coming to attend. Tell you what, I'm just glad I'm wearing my best outfit, because otherwise I wouldn't have fit in very well.
Yeah, you look sharp, buddy. You are as sharp as they come. And as we were talking earlier on, the paparazzi and all those other folks making their way out. And because they're here, this has become one of their key events of the year here in New York. And that's saying a lot, considering all that goes on in the Big Apple.
Here's Oladipo after the made shot from Carter Williams. Oladipo, the pass to Noel. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Noel's got 7.
But what can you say? I mean, he's good, and he's making sure everybody here knows it.
Well, it's been his lifelong dream to play in the NBA, and he's showing he's ready for the challenge. Very surprising to see Nerlens Noel here at the pre-draft showcase. Of course, he tore his ACL back in February, underwent surgery shortly thereafter. Normally, there's at least a 6-month turnaround, but here he is.
Oh, and the whistle is blown on the play as he was fouled in the act of shooting. Wasn't sure we were going to see a call there, but the officials saw the contact and 2 free throws. The elites have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. Now here's Carter Williams. He's guarded by Johnson. Carter Williams kicks to McLemore. That 3 off the mark. We talk about Nerlens Noel, about how the talent pipeline out of Kentucky has continued to filter these great players into the NBA. It's a top pick for the Wildcats, and still, this is actually a pretty lean year.
Yeah, just 2 potential picks in Noel and Goodwin. How about back in 2012, though? 6 players drafted out of Kentucky. Back in 2010, 5 of them.
Here's McLemore. After the made shot from Johnson, Bennett with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. Releases from 15, gets it to go. 14 points for Anthony Bennett.
Well, I tell you what, he's got a real knack for scoring the basketball.
Even against this top-level competition, he's getting his points.
And this game, for the players, an exciting moment.
That's right, Clark. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't get a lot of attention outside this gym, but for these young men, the importance of these games, absolutely enormous.
An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Carter Williams dishes to Lamb. It's stolen by Johnson. The pull-up. Here's Zeller. Rejected by Bennett.
And, Steve, I like what we're seeing from him defensively.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I mean, he's really taking on the challenge, and that's smart. I mean, scouts are looking at that as much, if not more, than what you do offensively.
You know, they built their lead here by doing all the little things well.
And one of those things has been rebounding, Clark, because they have really come out and taken control of the boards.
Now here's McLemore, defended by Oladipo. McLemore, the pass to Bennett. Pass to Muhammad. He kicks it to Bennett. 6 to shoot. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway. .130 left in the third quarter. And McLemore kicks to Muhammad. There's the pass to Carter Williams. He feeds it to Bennett. The dish to Carter Williams. Pass to Bennett. Now Carter Williams. Just 5 on the clock. He's feeling it. It's rebounded by Noel. Noel's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Burke dishes to Noel. Burke. Good on the three-point shot. Burke's got 8 here in the quarter.
A great showing for him today.
Well, you know, we talked about where he's projected to go in the draft, but with performances like this, I mean, he could be on the rise.
Now here's McLemore. 6 points for him. Rejected by Johnson. And Muhammad kicks to McLemore. The second chance effort. He lays it in. McLemore's got 8.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
Now here's Porter. He's got 11. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Carter Williams, the pass to Bennett. Leads him in there. McLemore. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Now it's just a 3-point elite lead. Here's Johnson. The shot is off. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck. And welcome back to the Star-Studded Rookie Showcase, sponsored by Champs. The top draft prospects showing what they can do as we prepare for the draft.
That's what it's all about, Kevin. I mean, that's why we're here.
And sometimes agents want to hold their players out of a game like this. Great to see the top prospects show up and compete.
Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for the Stars, we've got Len. Ahmed is out there with Bennett. Then it's Carter Williams. And it's McLemore at the 2 spot. Here's McLemore after the made shot from Zeller. Now here's McLemore. He's covered closely. Carter Williams with the bucket.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks.
And, you know, when you talk about this showcase game, the question is always, how much should GMs weigh this single game versus a player's entire body of work?
And I've sat in that chair, Clark, and I think the entire body of work is important. You can't, as a scout or GM, you can't let one game really determine your opinion of a player.
The Elites leading by 5. And there's Porter on the assist by Johnson. And that's 13 points for Otto Porter Jr.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
And, you know, there was a time when it might have been hard to get all the top prospects in one gym together to go head-to-head.
Yeah, fortunately, those days are in the past. And for those of us who love the game, it's really such a treat to see these young players come out and compete.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Stars was trying to get across in their huddle. He told us guys, I know we can do this, fellas. Let's maximize every possession possession and get after it and just watch. Things will go our way. Kevin?
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Talk about a terrific game for Johnson. He's got 11 points and 3 denials.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Elites.
I'll tell you what, they've hit the boards hard in this one. It's led to an abundance of second-chance points. I mean, they've gotten a lot of second-chance points.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities and scoring some easy baskets.
Carter Williams kicks to Bennett. And it's blocked by Zeller.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. First one falls for him. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Bennett with it. He's against Zeller. And once again off the mark by the Stars. The Elites leading by 8. Oladipo dishes to Noel. He passes it to Oladipo. Kicks it to Johnson. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Johnson. Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hit.
That's how you do it. The bump and the bucket.
The Stars trailed by 11. McLemore, the pass to Carter Williams. The Stars again missing. And it's the Elites ball. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And Oladipo kicks to Johnson. Johnson missing again.
Now you can see why the defense is willing to let him take that shot. That's really not his range.
Carter Williams can't get it to go.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Porter dishes to Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in.
You know, I think he's opened some eyes with his performance out here.
Yeah, not one of the really big names here, but I think he's playing well.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
The Elites leading by 13. Pass to Porter. And out of bounds as the Stars gain possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
So it's the Stars now. Carter Williams, the pass to McLemore. Carter Williams kicks to Bennett. The Stars again missing.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Inside, deflected, and stolen by Bennett. Here's Muhammad, rejected by Oladipo.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
Now, here's Porter. Clock at 6. Banked in off the glass. Porter's got 9 points here in the second half.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
McLemore with the ball, defended by Oladipo. Here's Bennett. They need this one. Gets the bucket. Bennett's got 21 in the game. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Oladipo. No good. Some solid defense from Landry. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. Here's Carter Williams. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Carter Williams has got 7 points for the quarter. Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure. And every point they get now puts them one step closer to the W.
If they're not there already, Steve, just a tremendous all-around game of basketball they play.
Now here's Carter Williams. And there's the call on the Magician. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Carter Williams. Feeds it to McLemore. He dishes it to Bennett. Tries to save it, and it's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
He had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
That was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
5 on the clock. Carter Williams kicks to McLemore. Shoots it.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And the wing jumper offline.
And that's pretty much how this game has gone. They've controlled the boards and looked to come away with the win right here.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
Now here's McLemore. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And a new group getting ready now for the Stars. .32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Goodwin, defended by Franklin. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here is Johnson. Excellent D that time from Lamb. So it's the Elites winning this one easily.
Well, it was a fun one, but the